Hey basketball coaches, this is not usually a video that I make where I rant about a team in the NBA, but today I am, and that is the Milwaukee Bucks. Somebody needs to leave, and somebody is going to be leaving. If not one, both will. First off, their head coach, Mike Budenholzer, is gone. He is not coaching this team the way they should. And then number two, Giannis, if he stays there, the only way he's probably going to stay is if the coach is out. If not, then he is going somewhere else, either Miami, Toronto, Dallas. There's a lot of teams who are looking for a player like him, and I'm going to say Toronto is probably number one on the list, mainly because of the connection between Masai Ujiri and Giannis Antetokounmpo. The connection between those two people is very strong, so that's why I'm thinking Toronto. Maybe it's just because I'm a Raptors fan. Who knows? But let's go and rant about why and how they are using Giannis and why I think one of them or both of them is going to be leaving the team. Okay, so really quickly, what do we have here? We have Giannis up top, who is not dribbling the ball, which is fine. He is a forward. He's not a guard, so we're not expecting that. What we are expecting is not this. He is setting an off-ball screen to another player. Obviously, it's Middleton. He's the second option in the offense other than Korver when Korver's on. But what happens here is we don't have a very strong screen. That pass should have never happened. You literally don't have your all-star involved in the ball handling at all in this play. He is setting the screen away for an away screen and a roll towards the basket. And we can see this after he starts heading towards the basket when Butler already had the ball. They're not utilizing Giannis correctly. And as we can see, we do see some frustration out of Giannis, and either that's because of his coach or the way he is playing, or he's perceiving how he is playing, but he is just not happy. And now we have another where we get a dribble handoff to Giannis. Finally, he has that ball. We have Butler, who is forcing him towards the baseline into a very strong help defender, but all he does is pass it up. And then what does he do? We get a screen for player 3 and a screen and roll, and he is not even an option in the play other than a backup if his defender comes and tries to play a double team. And then the one thing that is wrong with Giannis, in my opinion, is how long it takes for his shot to get off. He gets that ball, and check out, Butler's able to take 2.5 massive steps to go and contest that shot. And obviously that's why it misses, because he now needs to feel like he's rushing. But his shot form is good, but also really bad at the same time. So it's I broke his shot form down in a previous video. Now, this is the point where I think Giannis is actually going to be leaving Milwaukee at the end of his contract. And I'm going to be making a video on that very soon, maybe tomorrow. But this is why I think he is going to be leaving Milwaukee. Watch his body posture when he sets this dribble handoff. It's not really a dribble handoff, it's just a handoff. So Korver gets a screen, and then look at Giannis's arms just down like, I don't care, I'm not moving, whatever. Now it goes in. Korver's a fantastic three-point shooter. He's probably one of the top 4 in the league right now, in my opinion. But just that whole dribble handoff right there, I don't care. Didn't roll towards the basket, didn't do anything, try to get open, nothing. And this is another one. He's in a passing situation, another handoff to Korver. And this is how you stop Giannis. I don't think that the reason why he is playing like this is because of Miami playing him like this, putting a shorter, faster guard on him. I think this is part of their strategy, and I've seen them run stuff like this all year. And Giannis is not getting the isolation touches he needs or the screen and rolls. Now this is another one. He comes down on this play. He gets a screen finally by Korver. But now they finally pressured him a bit. He should have passed that over to Korver faster. That would have gotten him an assist. But now he's dribbling up top, and now again they just collapse the 3 players. He's not getting down the middle at all. This is what you need to do. You need to create almost like a wall. almost a 3-out, 2-in off defense zone against a player like Giannis. When he gets that ball, collapse the top. If he's along the wing, you need to then bring that player in if he's along the wing. But check this out. This player is no longer defending Giannis. He knows that Giannis is not getting the ball. Korver's taking that shot. And check this out. Both players in there boxing out Giannis. Another one coming in to get that rebound. 2 players leaking out down court. What's this player doing? He's 7'1". What's this player doing? He needs to be getting in there. This player, he could be going down the middle and helping out down the middle. If you really want to win this game, you're down by 4 in the third quarter, you need to get offensive rebounds. You need to start being aggressive. You don't want to go down 0-3 in the playoffs. This is, of course, how you stop Giannis. They've done that. He's not rolling hard towards the basket, and I'm blaming the coach on this. But we have a 7-footer who is not getting that offensive rebound. Absolutely ridiculous. Why is he still in shooting, asking for the ball for the shot? Now, this is going to be leading into my rant video coming up tomorrow about why Giannis is going to be leaving Milwaukee. Anyways, I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. And now this is the part where I'm starting to think either he is really upset with his situation that he's in, or the other team, Miami, has gotten into his head, because his shooting form changes totally in this free throw shot and the other shots in this game. And he airballed this shot, by the way. But what do we see here? He is got no transfer from his legs. It's a straight up pause and then shot. You need to have this all go together in your shot. And personally, I would have a little bit more bend in the legs so you can get a little bit more leg action. But then we go up to his hand, and his hand is right behind that ball. And that's not somewhere where you want to have your hand. That's going to really throw off your shot going left or right. That's going to really force a thumb flick as well. And that's just not going to allow your shot to go totally straight. And he does airball this shot. And then a second time in the second free throw, he at least gets it a little bit farther. But check out that hand this way, and you can almost see like if it is having a thumb flick at the end with that left hand. And that is the reason why he missed those shots. Now again, we have a screen and roll like an old school center coming up top. Now what we have here is, of course, he's able to finish, well, almost finish that, but what we have here is a player who is now instead, what should have happened, I'm going to tell you right now, he should have just gotten in front and taken that charge right outside of that half circle, and that would have been a charge. But either way, this is not how you want to have a big man going towards the basket. You don't want to have him out there in any vulnerable position. You want to be able to set him up with screen and rolls with absolutely nobody else around. You want to have him maybe cutting back door with a backdoor screen, something that's going to allow him to get the basket into his position. He's been forced to post up against Miami. Now, he does get foul calls called for him quite often, but let's look at Giannis. What are some of the things that make him really good? It's his ability to get to the rim, not posting up. His ability to be faster than his defender. What's another thing that Giannis is really good at? Giannis is really good at taking the wide open three-point shot. And he's also good at using the screen and roll as the screener, but you don't want to set that up too often for him because that's just not going to work out all that well for him. So what we would do is not have him posting up the whole entire time like he has been against Miami. It's not going to work out for him. Sometimes he'll get that foul call, other times he won't. But now, he's not even rolling hard towards the basket anymore. We tend to have Brook Lopez standing out in the corner doing nothing for extended periods of time, and that's just not how you want to run an offense. Now, of course, he gets that face-up jumper. He can get that, and Pascal Siakam can get that as well. But this is another thing that Milwaukee has going bad for them, is having Brook Lopez standing out. Let's see how long he stands out there for. So this play starts at the 18-second shot clock mark. And of course, this play has been probably running since the 20-second mark, but we don't have any proof of that. And from there, he's running 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 second, 5, 6, 7. He moved an inch. 8 seconds. And just like look at the defense. I know they're playing a zone defense, but they're not paying attention to him at all. He is not in the offense. He doesn't exist. And when they've got all 5 heads pointing at Giannis, and he pulls up for a shot, there's something wrong here. You need to be having some kind of off-ball movement to make these guys not look at Giannis, because it's not like he's a little kid. He gets nervous at people looking at his shot. What it is now he is no longer going one-on-one. That's no longer an isolation move or play. He is now going 1 against 5, because they have noticed, and I have also noticed, that basically what happens is he's not involved in the offense all that much, but when he is, it's his turn, and he's going to be getting it to the rim. And that's just, you have to keep the defense guessing. You can't be so obvious that if he is coming down the court and he's just given up at this point, but he's able to make those shots. But when you get a player who consistently always gets that dribble handoff option where he is not the one taking the shot, you basically, when Giannis doesn't have the ball, he is not included in that offense, and they can sag off and guard other players. And when he's setting screens for other players, they know that basically they just need to cut off his screen, and those other players are going to be doing dribble handoffs and whatever else amongst themselves. When he's not included in the offense, they don't need to guard him. But when he is being included in the offense and they're running an isolation play for him, basically what's going to happen is he's going to have all 5 players really zoning in on him. The Milwaukee Bucks don't have any other secondary, third, fourth, or fifth options on the court, and when that happens, he doesn't have the ability to score. And when teams are able to shut him down, they can shut down the whole team. And because of that, I don't think Giannis is going to be re-signing with the Milwaukee Bucks. I personally think that if they don't get rid of that coach and bring in an all-star or somebody who can play alongside of Giannis, I don't think he's going to be staying, because there's many other options of teams out there who want him, who will pay him, and because of that, he has many different options. And if Milwaukee doesn't get him a secondary option or doesn't get rid of the coach, I don't think he's going to be staying, because he can go to Dallas. Dallas is apparently in the want and desire of wanting him, and there's rumors of him wanting to go there. And look at that option. He has Porzingis. He can be basically the Twin Towers with Porzingis and have a fantastic guard in Doncic. Or he could go to Toronto, where he could be the Twin Towers with Pascal Siakam. And we all know, as we can see now, Pascal Siakam is not a true number 1 man. He is kind of the 1.5 man, where he is the fantastic secondary option, or first/secondary option in an offense. And we have Kyle Lowry with Valanciunas, with Van Fleet coming up the ranks as being a starter. We have a solid core and very deep bench, and I personally think that that's going to be the best option for Giannis, with a coach that he knows and likes. And then the other option is Miami, which is the team that's currently handing it to him, that clearly have a bench that clearly has supporting cast, where he could just plop in as the masterpiece cherry on top of the cake, and he would be the number 1 guy there. So many different options, but Milwaukee, unless they do something, they're not probably going to be keeping him. Anyways, I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. I know this has been a rant video, and I don't like rant videos, but I had to make it. I'll see you guys again next time.